What's up, guys? Redbeard and Abaya here. Today we're going to go over all the current retail bots and what we would rank them as in order for retail sites such as Amazon, Walmart, Target, and Best Buy. So, you ready to get into it, sir?
Yes, sir. Let's get into it.
All right. So, number one on our list for Amazon, we're going with eStock. What do you think, sir?
Yeah, so eStock just came out with their cloud a while back, and it's been doing really well. Obviously, there's been some price drops because, overall success has gone up, but individual success has gone down. And just because of that, people are sort of panic selling. I think with enough patience, people would hit. But
because you can only run one account per key that you have on eStock right now.
Yeah, and they just implemented something where if you've hit one GPU or GPU specific, so if you hit one GPU this month, you can't hit that again. So if a bunch of people start hitting, then and you don't hit, your chances technically go up. So it's something that will make your chances go up. So it's something that's good.
I didn't know that they did that.
Yeah, so they recently did that. I think it was last week, where if your name gets removed from the ASIN, if you hit that one, so if somebody else hits it, then your chances go up. So
kind of like what Snailbot does. Because I hit a 3070 this morning on eStock actually, and so I swapped my Amazon account out to a different one because that way if that ASIN popped up again, I could have another chance of hitting it. But so you're saying it's pointless to do that now, then, huh?
I don't know if it's, I'll have to look again if it's actually accounts or like your key, but I think if you do accounts, then people are going to unlimitedly just keep on putting the new account in, right? So I'm assuming it's by key.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
That's a new thing that they just put in last week.
All right. So number 2 on our list for Amazon is going to be, We're putting these two at a tie, right? That's going to be Viper and Ominous. I personally don't have a copy of Viper, so if you want to touch on them real quick.
So Viper was doing really well on Amazon a while back. They were the top Amazon bot right before eStock Cloud came out publicly. I think Viper and eStock Cloud, while eStock Cloud was in beta, was doing really well. I think Viper right now, their success has slowed down a bit, and they're still hitting the 6800, the Ryzen 6800s and like other stuff like that, but it's definitely slowed down. I think as far as how Viper has been in the past, looking at that, it is encouraging. So like I think their spot in the list is justified at 2, even though they're not hitting a bunch of like 30 series GPUs. But at the same time, they're not at that top tier level right now.
And they keep talking about this new Ascension mode that's supposed to be coming out.
So with Ascension, I don't want to get too much into like the other sites, but they're supposed to be adding, obviously they have foot sites and all that other stuff, but since we're focusing on retail, their Amazon module is supposed to be improved with Ascension, and as well as they're supposed to add Best Buy. They've been teasing this since the beginning of the month in May. I think May 13th was the last time when they talked about it. I don't know when exactly it's going to be coming out, but it should be coming out soon. But
it's just kind of speculation right now. Yeah. Okay. And then tied at number 2, we're going to go with Ominous. I personally have a copy of Ominous. I hit a 3070 on it, about 5 days ago? Something like that. And their overall success the last 48, 72 hours has actually gone down quite a bit. But I think everyone's has pretty much. I don't think Amazon's been stocking as much in the last 72 hours or so, but Ominous has been they've been cooking. That they hit Canada, they hit USA, And as far as like Pokemon stuff goes, they've really been hitting a lot of Pokemon stuff the last few days. Those Sword and Shield, the Sword and Shield Vivid Voltage booster displays, they've hit a ton of those.
You checked out like 77 of those.
The ETBs.
ETBs.
Yeah, but they're like $50, and they're like $50, and they only resell for like 70, and I think those are bricks. I don't know. I canceled them all.
Right. I think if you can sell those locally, they're good. Because $20 for 70 of them, right? Like you're doing pretty well with that. If it definitely hits Amazon Pokemon stuff really hard.
I'm scrolling through my webhooks right now to find the actual day that I hit. Okay, here it is. It was on May 27th. I hit a 3070 with Ominous. But again, like I said, today I hit a 3070 on eStock, and I think a lot of other people did too. They posted hundreds of checkouts on Amazon, and eStock Cloud only goes for GPUs. They don't go for like Pokemon and stuff. So if you want to go for things other than GPUs on Amazon, you pretty much need Ominous. eStock, you can only go for what they put in the cloud module, which is only GPUs.
And PlayStations.
Yeah, and PlayStations and probably Xboxes. So, I like Ominous a lot, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I'm happy with it. I think it's really good. And I know that, I'm in there personally, so I could tell you that Onic is constantly pushing out updates, like daily, constantly working hard to make the bot better. And in my opinion, you're investing in the dev, you know what I mean? And you could tell that he's dedicated, I got a lot of faith in what he's going to do with the future of Ominous. So
yeah.
All right.
Ominous has been top tier for a while, so it's not something that I would lose faith in.
Yeah. All right, let's go to everyone's favorite bot next on the list for Amazon would be Stellar. I'm going to let you talk about that one.
So Stellar, here's the thing with Stellar, right? With more people running, there's obviously going to be more success. So like we've seen the past few days, Stellar take a lot of stock as far as GPU drops have gone on Amazon. They've been tweeting like 80-90% of the stock has been going to Stellar, and I think I do believe that, and just because the sheer amount of people that are running Stellar on Amazon is just so big that it has to be hitting a good amount, right? Like if there's 7,000, 5,000 people, I don't want to speculate on like how many people are actually running, but like with that many users, it's inevitable that they're hitting those GPUs consistently. Compared to like eStock where they have like 2,000 to 3,000 and Ominous has less than 1,000, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, like it's not that Stellar doesn't hit. It's that you have to have, the perfect setup. You have to have, the right proxies, and like all that stuff has to be figured out for you to hit Stellar. It's not a bot that doesn't work, but it's a bot that's hard to get to work. It's worthy of the list because it does hit, but it's not high on the list because it's hard to hit with it.
So I don't run Stellar anymore. And the reason being is because, look, with Ominous, you set it up and you hit start and you're done, man. You hit play and you walk away, right? Same thing with eStock. You load your account, you're done. With Stellar, bro, you got to tinker with it so much. It is such a headache, and it seems like it's constantly changing. Like every day, every other day, you got to completely change your setup, just not to even hit, but just to get it to even function. And it's just like, personally, it's too much of a headache for me to deal with. Now, and I don't know if you guys are paying attention to what I'm doing over here on my screen with Botmart, but I just was checking prices. You can get a copy of eStock for $1,800 to $2,000. Ominous is about $4,000-ish. Viper's probably still in the $4,000 range, right? Probably high $3,000. Viper sell. Yeah, people are still selling it. $3,500, $4,000, somewhere in there. Stellar, you can get a copy of Stellar for between $400 and $500. So
Yeah, I think that's a lot of the appeal for Stellar too. Like
it's
you get to
cheap.
learn a lot of stuff
Yeah,
while and bot and it's cheap, right?
it's a really good introductory bot, I guess.
Hmm.
Um, but again, me personally, it's a headache, man, to keep it running. So I don't run it anymore. All right, you ready to talk about Walmart? Yeah? No? Yeah?
Yeah, yeah,
All
yeah.
right, so we're going
Sorry.
to talk about Dragon first. Personally, I got like 10 copies of Dragon, but I don't run them because I feel like it's unfair to everyone else. I want to give everyone else a chance. No,
Uh,
we don't have Dragon.
yeah.
It's selling for like 15,000 or so, give or take. I don't know,
Mhm.
man. But that's only on burner copies on Botmart. I don't even know how you obtain a copy of Dragon. It's really expensive. But
Yeah.
apparently, just going off of their Twitter posts and what I hear, they're like the god of Walmart. I mean, they, you know, looks to me like they
Also
crush it
really
pretty
good on
hard.
Nike.
Yeah, but I don't, I'm not much of a shoe botter, so I don't know. But we wanted to mention it, and then also we wanted to mention Trickle because they have like what less than 100 users or something,
Yeah,
but
they didn't have a ton of users recently, but they
destroy.
hook. Yeah.
Yeah, if you just look at their Twitter, you can see that they crush everything. Like this is just within the last few days what I'm showing you guys here. I'm in Trickle as well, but they don't like when you show off the success log, so that's why I'm showing you guys on Twitter. So, no big deal. I wish I had Trickle. Because then I
Yeah.
could go, oh my God, you can't see it, but I'm looking right now. Oh my
Yeah.
God. What are they, like, somebody tell me in the comments how many boxes you think. Dude, this guy has like 1,000 boxes of prisms and selects. Oh my God. Yeah.
People
So,
hit like entire cases, like they
yeah.
send the big boxes of them. Yeah.
It's ridiculous. So,
Yeah.
okay, so if you're fortunate enough to have Dragon and Trickle, good for you. But number one on the list for bots that people actually can obtain, we have two tied at number one. And Abaya, you know more about this first one than what I do. Hey, Haya?
Yeah.
How
So
do you say it? Heya?
hey, that's what I
Heya.
say. I don't know. There's probably gonna be people that are like more familiar with it. They're gonna say it
It's kind of
differently,
like
but
it's kind of new to the scene, isn't it?
so it's not really a new bot. It's existed before, but then it sort of fell off. I believe the developer had school stuff. And then he
Okay.
just recently came back. I don't know, he was busy or something. And then the prices were at like they were pretty high. They were like 1,400, 1,500 ish. And then they came back down, and then they started releasing like the Walmart module was unlocked. So they had it locked where you couldn't use it, and then they unlocked it I think on the 26th of May. And it was hitting GPUs on Walmart. It cooked today on the sports cards. Um, it's the module is still fairly new, so it's sort of hard to say, but there's not really any other bots that have been super successful on Walmart. Apart from Dragon Trickle, all those stuff, all that, and then like uh, estock, which we'll talk about later. But like Heya has just really been really consistently hitting. Like the boxes today, they were hitting 12 clips on every single order, and like I didn't see a lot of cancels. So that's why I think we put that at number one. We'll see how it progresses as we go on, but I think they'll be doing pretty well.
And then number two, or tied at number one, is KOI or Koi,
Yeah.
which
Um.
they crushed it today.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
they did really well, and their server actually even crashed mid drop, and then they brought it back up, and they were still hitting, which was, I mean, like impressive to see. Um, the price difference here is pretty big. I think Heha right now after today is around like 1,100. Koi is around like 400. I'm not sure if Koi is hitting a bunch of other stuff. They obviously have like foot sites and stuff like that, but as far as retail goes, I think it is Walmart only currently. But they have like Target module. I don't know how well that's doing, but yeah, they did do really well today on Walmart.
And Koi is more than just a bot too, right? Like they have like a cook group built
Yeah.
in. They have a bot. They have some extensions and stuff.
So they started as a cook group, and then
Yeah.
they built a bot. Yeah.
Which is what Abaya is going to do for Bot and Cop here pretty soon. So make sure that you joined. Link is in the description soon. Right, Abaya?
Yes, sir.
Working on Peter Puffer AIO right now for Zotac. We're going to have the world's first Zotac bot. So, all right. So, yeah. So next on the list is going to be one that I run, which is eStock. eStock hit Walmart pretty good today too. Not in the same numbers as what Koi and Heiha did though. I want to call it Haya. It's Haya, damn it. We're going with Haya. Sure. I hit like six blasters today. Nothing impressive. He just released a new module today that runs off offer IDs. He released it like 10 seconds before the drop hit, so I hit that on the old module, and then I updated, and I didn't hit anything. I didn't hit anything on the new one, but I'm looking in their success right now, and a lot of other people did. But it wasn't like hundreds or thousands of checkouts like what Koi and I didn't personally see Heiha's, but Abaya did. It wasn't like massive success, but I would say like over the last few weeks though, I've been doing exceptionally well with eStock on Walmart, and a lot of other people have too. So, but because of today's success and what we've seen other bots do versus what eStock did, that's why we're ranking it, I guess, number 2 on our list of, well, number 3 technically, but come on, let's be realistic. Not everyone has Dragon and Trickle. So, which is saying a lot because there are no other bots on this list for Walmart because currently no other bots are hitting Walmart. I know for Ominous, Onyx been putting out updates frequently, but it's not hitting yet. They did crush Walmart Canada recently on the big sports card drop. I mean, Ominous destroyed it. But apparently the Canada Walmart and the USA Walmart, the sites are different for some reason. So unfortunately, Ominous has not yet cooked Walmart US, but he did release a new update right after the drop was over today. So we'll see how that goes. Stellar, you said there's not really much success in being posted in Stellar for Walmart, right?
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of success for Stellar out of Walmart. They have a module. They have a module for almost everything, so that's also another thing about Stellar. But not a lot of success. The other bot is KSR.
Yeah,
has a Walmart module. I've seen some success on their Twitter. Obviously.
But it was a couple weeks ago, right?
Right. Yeah. There's some a couple weeks ago, and there's some recent tweets. I don't know when they're from.
This one is from. I got one pulled up today from 12 hours ago. It says May recap: 600 boxes of Prism, 400 boxes of Select. That's Target.
But that's not all Walmart, right?
Oh, yeah. So 60 megas on Walmart, 300 boxes of blasters, and 121 selects hangers on Walmart. This is all one guy.
So I mean, they have a Walmart module, and it seems to hit. We just don't know how consistent it is. I think, KSR is normally regarded as a target bot, so we'll get to that later. But yeah, it does have a Walmart module.
Looks like some guy hit some GPUs yesterday. I mean, we just don't know a lot about KSR, so I mean, I don't want to say that they're ranked below, eStock, Heiha, and Koi, but because looking at their Twitter, it looks like they cook pretty hard on Walmart. But the fact is it's pretty hard to get KSR. It's another one that's kind of hard to get. So
yeah, it's attached to a cook group, GFNF, and you can buy KSR by itself, I believe, but like it's like attached. So like if you want to get it, then you have to buy GFNF, and then usually people are selling them as a pair.
Yeah, I see a lot of burners posted, but as far as like, can you even buy like an actual legit copy of it, or?
I think you can. I think some of them are unbindable because people will sell KSR by itself. But I don't know how that works. I've never tried to buy it.
I haven't looked into it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think Botmart even has a section for KSR because, yeah, like any KSR I ever seen was like burner accounts, which I don't really mess with burners. So
yeah.
Yeah, want to sell KSR and GFNF $4,000. So, but they cook. I mean, but again, like you said, I see a bunch of posts 2 weeks ago, and then I for Walmart, and then I see like recaps posted today for like the month of May. So it's hard to say.
Yeah.
We don't really have the inside look at KSR, but I mean, it's a good bot. I'll say that overall.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to Target, right? So for Target, we have KSR and Lex tied for number one, I would say. I have Lex, but I just got it like recently as in like 48 hours ago. I could tell you that they absolutely destroyed Target on the last restock, which is what made me go ahead and get it. But apparently I think a lot of it was actually canceled, but I mean, it'll take you like 10 minutes to scroll through their success log. So, but recently it's a girl, right? Lexus?
Yep.
Okay. So I think there's more than one dev.
There's more than one, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know the names of all the people, but I know that recently there was an update put out. I'm not going to say specifically what they're doing to be able to bypass getting cancels. They probably wouldn't like it if I gave out all their sauce, but it looks promising. It makes sense to me how this would make it to where you don't get cancels. It's pretty slick what they're doing, and I got a lot of faith in it. I'm definitely excited to give it a shot on the next Target drop, because until now I've been getting like 100% cancels on Target, even manual. Like I checked out like $3,000 worth of cards manually on the most recent Target drop, and all but one order got canceled. I was not happy. Yeah. And after joining Lex and reading everything and how they do things, I think if I would have implemented the method I learned from them on this recent drop, I probably wouldn't have had any cancels, or at least not as many. So anyway, I got a lot of faith in Lex. I think, and they've showed consistent success on Target for a while now, right? So, I mean, that's what they're known for. They're known as the Target bot. I don't think any other modules that they have even work right now, because they have Walmart and Amazon too, but there's nothing in the success logs, really.
Yeah, so they're supposed to be, I think Amazon is a new module that they're testing. I don't know if like it's released to everyone, but I saw Lex teasing it on Twitter a while back. So they might be coming up with new modules. I know they're working on something because they've been talking about it a lot on Twitter. I don't know what exactly it's gonna be, but yeah, they're notoriously really good on Twitter, on Target. So yeah, that's really it about Lex.
Here's a tweet from May 8th, 2,400 plus checkouts.
Yeah. Yep. That was a select drop, I think, right?
Yeah. PS5s, so on and so forth.
Yep.
Oh, what is this? May 15th, they hit GPUs. What is that?
That was on Amazon, right?
Yeah, on Amazon. Oh.
Yeah, so they were testing that module. I don't know if it's public yet. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were testing that. I saw a lot of tweets about that around that time, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It looks like there's not been a lot of tweets lately, but trust me, the last Target drop, they destroyed it. I seen the success. They did really good. KSR, again, Abaya does a lot of research. So you know more about KSR than me, but I mean, they're known as the Target bot. Like, they're known as cooking Target, and their orders stick. So
right, yeah. So I think that's a big differentiation between KSR and Lex. I don't know. I don't want to say that Lex gets canceled a lot, but I know that KSR usually has a lot more orders actually stick, and they have the cook group that's focused on cards. I believe I think they have other stuff too, but I think GFNF started as a card flip group. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's true. And with that being attached, then it's easier for them to sort of have sauce to not get canceled, and then they can implement that into their bot and all that kind of stuff. So
well, there's not much left to say about that. Again, we'll talk about Stellar briefly. They have a Target module. It's 100% cancels. I know from personal experience. Not really much else to say. I don't know.
They're supposed to. I think Thermal was talking about releasing an update on Target. I don't know when that's gonna come out or like how good it's gonna be, but something to keep in mind if you're like looking to buy a bot, and you should probably maybe wait and see if Stellar comes out with a Target module. Not comes out, I guess comes out with an update.
Hey, you know what? We didn't put this one on the list, but Ominous has actually been hitting Target lately, a little bit. They've been checking out some low-key stuff. They've been checking out some collectibles and stuff.
Gotcha.
They didn't really hit the recent drop. I think they had like a handful of checkouts. Just a handful. They didn't have a cookout or anything, but they've been hitting collectibles since then. But the only thing is like Target doesn't really cancel the low-key, collectible stuff as bad. Like, I don't know what it is that they, like, what kind of security stuff that they add to the PlayStation 5s and Xboxes and the sports cards. But, like, whatever it is that they're doing to those, like, you got to check out in a different way than what you can check out on everything else, basically. I don't really know what words to use. You can bot other stuff, but whenever it comes to botting sports cards and PlayStation 5s, Target's got the Hawkeyes on you. They know when you're botting and when you're not.
Right.
So
there's like tiers of like product that they have basically, and some are more protected than the others.
Yeah, they definitely up their security when it comes to the more premium stuff.
Yeah.
All right, last website we're going to touch on, and Abaya said this wasn't going to be a 30-minute video. We're at 28 minutes right now, so we're going to have to figure out a way to speed this up next week. But maybe we'll break the sites down in different videos, like we'll do an Amazon video. Anyway, Best Buy. All right, we got like 10 sites we're going to talk about for Best Buy.
So right now Stellar looks like the only one that's got a working Best Buy US module. I've seen some ominous success on Best Buy Canada. I don't know.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Ton.
It's quite a bit, man.
Recently, I haven't seen a lot, but yeah, there is a lot.
Well, you weren't looking, all right. You weren't looking. I'm in ominous, and I'm about to move to Canada because they cook everything in Canada.
Right. But the Stellar Q mode, and I think their VT Cookie, is that the other mode? They've been doing pretty well. We had a lot of people in Bot and Cop hit GPUs on Best Buy last week.
Success
it was insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Stellar is currently the only one that's got like a good working Best Buy US module. I mean, yeah, like it does what it does. It's hard to say, like, Best Buy is region dependent, so like it drops regionally, as well as like if your local Best Buy doesn't have it, then you're probably not going to get it, which, I think Best Buy also drops online, and I think Stellar hit some of that, but I think a lot of it was local.
Yeah, guys. Pretty much, if you want to hit Best Buy with a bot, you got to have Stellar. So, that's that. Well, that wraps up the video for me. Abaya, is there anything else you want to say before we end the video?
I think if you guys have any like questions about bots, prices, and stuff like that, or what you would like to see in these videos, let us know and we will put those in.
All right. Like, comment, subscribe. Come hang out with us. Link in the description below. And we'll see you guys for the next video.